Most women think that they need to kiss a lot of frogs in their life to make their prince magically appear. But is that really true? Are there really endless amounts of men out there that simply aren't marriage material? Sure, Hollywood has certainly contributed a lot to the fact that dreams and reality are so far flung from each other, but isn't it high time that we challenged these illusions a bit? Here, we want to get the ball rolling and explain 25 uncomfortable truths about men. If you like our videos, feel free to support us with a thumbs up, subscribe to Psychology in Mind, activate the bell for notifications, and get excited for new videos uploaded every day. Number 1. Men do have hearts. Yep, it's true. And we don't just mean the muscle that pumps blood through their veins. They also love and they also suffer when their hearts are broken. A man's emotional world might still be a mystery for us women, but it definitely exists, and not just in movies. Number 2. Love or suffering. Unfortunately, we have to contend with both of these options when it comes to hopeful new relationships. It will either become a strong partnership for years to come, or it'll all end in tears. Number 3. Trust is also the hardest part for men too. It takes a long time to build it, and only seconds to break it. Trust is the foundation for every relationship for a reason. Number 4. Even the biggest love can have a sell-by date. Relationships only last forever and ever in romance novels and films. In real life, life always gets in the way. Just because couples stay together doesn't mean that they're doing so out of choice. Number 5. Nobody is exempt from heartbreak. Every woman, at least once in her life, will meet a guy who's going to break her heart. We have to learn this lesson, not let it break us. Number 6. A man would never say, "All I want from you is sex." Of course, he might keep his options open, even if he knows exactly what it is that he wants. Don't automatically assume that he's looking for true love, just because he's not being blatantly obvious. Number 7. Even nice guys can be idiots sometimes. You never really know where it's going at the beginning of a new relationship. Don't let good manners or a friendly attitude distract you from the fact that you don't know this person very well yet. When it comes to dating, nobody shows their true self straight away. Number 8. Believe him when he tells you who he is. Rose-tinted glasses can be the final nail in the coffin for any objective assessment of a new man. We only see the good, ignoring any warning signs. If a man says, for example, that he's not looking for commitment, or that he wants an open relationship, then you should believe him. Our blind spots will only lead to a rude awakening later on down the line. Number 9. The X-Files should stay closed for good. There's a reason that we split up with our ex. Keeping on-off relationships alive artificially, like a coma patient, only prolongs the suffering of everyone involved. Number 10. Just because he says it like it is doesn't automatically make him the bad guy. Men are often just more direct than women. They don't sugarcoat it. They get to the point when discussing problems or differences, and this quickly paints them as a villain. Keep it fair. That's the motto. Number 11. No man is worth sacrificing yourself for. It doesn't matter if it's a career dream or your heart's personal desires. If a partner forces you to sacrifice your dreams, whether they realize it or not, then they're not the right person for you. Number 12. Appearance is important. Even though looks aren't everything, you do need to find the man sitting across from you attractive in every way at the beginning of a relationship. He'll bring the musty old sweatpants out of the closet soon enough. Number 13. Looking good on paper doesn't mean anything. Theoretically perfect for each other? Congrats! Unfortunately, that doesn't mean much when it comes to real-life chemistry. What use is a shared love of Thai curry if you can't stand each other? Number 14. Online dating sites and apps are a man's dream. If you want to go in search of Mr. Right online, then you need to keep 3 things in mind. Firstly, a lot of the men on there are already in a relationship. and are, at best, hoping for a bit on the side. Secondly, some of the most promising profiles are actually fake, and they're managed by employees of the site. Finally, everyone lies on their profile to look better. Number 15, writing is silver, talking is gold. Day after day of countless emails or texts exchanged is not going to bring you closer together. True love is old-fashioned. It still happens out there in real, analog life. Number 16, people change and relationships change, but not always for the better. Keep it absolutely clear that even the most beautiful love and the most wonderful partner by your side can be subject to change over time. Number 17, radio silence all day speaks volumes. No words are sometimes the most meaningful ones when we admit this is the truth. If he doesn't contact you all day, then you're not his priority. Number 18, saying, "I miss you," doesn't mean anything. Fancy talk that's all just for show. He might as well be reading you a nonsense poem. If his fine words are not backed up by actions, then they're not really sincere. Number 19, he can break your heart without even being in a relationship with you. Be careful with your feelings. Us women are sometimes too generous with them and end up with a broken heart. Unrealistic hopes often lead us down that path. Number 20, "I'm not ready for a relationship" is the mother of all lies. This sentence, roughly translated, means "I'm not interested in you." Number 21, when men say an affair, they mean an affair. Don't let yourself get involved in an affair or a friends with benefits relationship if you're genuinely looking for a real partnership with a future. It's just time wasted. Number 22, the beginning can tell you everything about the ending. If a guy doesn't really care about you in the beginning, this passive attitude won't get better with time. In fact, it will get worse. You can try to force a relationship, of course, but you won't be happy with it. Number 23, sex won't turn into feelings. For men, a night of passion is often just that. If he's interested in you, he'll carry on being interested. If there was none there to begin with, it's not going to magically appear. Number 24, a friendly gesture doesn't automatically mean he's interested in you. If a man holds the door for you or buys you a coffee, that's very nice and friendly of him. It is not a marriage proposal, and it certainly doesn't tell you anything about his feelings for you. Number 25, mixed signals are a very obvious maybe. If he's not standing at your door armed with a bunch of red roses, articulately explaining his intentions, then his feelings are clear. You're not his number one dream gal. Today's conclusion of Frogs and Princes: men are how they are. Most of them are quite happy that way. The problem is actually our biased perception and the incredibly high expectations we have of the opposite sex. It's never been easier to meet men as it is today, and it's never been harder to settle down. The agony of choice affects both sides in equal measure. That's all for today. Thank you, and see you soon.
Thanks for watching. Did you find this information helpful? Do you have experience with it? We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. For more resources about mental health, self-improvement, and psychology, visit our website. You'll find the link in the video description where you can also connect with us on social media and sign up for our email list. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.